knows when it's real. Oh, I'm gonna stand by you. Even in your darkest days, you know that I will never change. Oh, I will love you the same. Oh, I will keep you safe for all my life. And you will have my heart for all the time. Even on your darkest days, you know that I will never change. Oh, I will love you the same.
All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Thursday, April the 9th. I'm like, I can't see anything. We're back from the UK with our first place trophy. This thing is really heavy, by the way. I had to ship it back. It was, this is a little monster, but I am so proud of this. I am so proud of this. Oh my gosh. I got to spend like a week after just traveling around over there with my mom, which was super nice because I haven't had quality time with her in a while, just her and I. So that was really fun to just go explore and just relax for a little bit. But I did want to recap on just the show, how the travel experience was, obviously feedback and how peak week went and everything, because there's a lot that kind of went on behind the scenes. So I just wanted to fill you guys in on everything, but I am super happy to be home and I am just overwhelmed with just like looking at this. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like this is just such a big milestone for my coach Cash and I, and I'm just super proud. So peak week was hard. Peak week was very hard. I got there on Tuesday, which I competed on Saturday. So I made sure to get there extra early because we had a 7-hour time zone difference. So I was like, I'm pretty regimented. I feel like I don't really hold a lot of water inflammation when I travel. So I really didn't think it was going to be like a big deal or anything. But because I was traveling to another country by myself, I was actually had a lot of anxiety because of that, because I just knew that I was going to be navigating somewhere else I've never been and like everything was going to be different. So when I got to London, I had to take a bus. The flight was super easy. Actually, the airline that I flew on, I think it was Virgin Atlantic Airlines, it was really nice. So I was very comfortable. Everything was fine. But then I got there and I had to navigate to a bus station, and then I was like getting lost trying to find the bus station. Then I found the bus station, and then I realized that my ticket, I had to sit there for like 2.5 hours just before I could get on the bus. Later, I found out I could have gotten on earlier, but I didn't know because I had a ticket, so I just waited. So I'm just sitting there waiting for that, and then when I get on, I had to take like a 3-hour ride. So getting off of a 10-hour flight and then having to sit at the airport for 2 hours and then getting on a bus for 3 hours, obviously that was just not something that I didn't realize was going to be harder on me than I expected. And then once I got to the hotel, there were just some issues that were going on at the hotel, as far as I didn't realize that my room was going to be just one bed. I thought it was going to be two. So that was kind of something I had to figure out, because I had people staying in my room and I wanted my mom to make sure she had her own space and everything like that. So yeah. Anyways, after that, I get there, I bought an outlet for the outlet thing to put in, US outlets for theirs, and none of my outlets worked. So I couldn't cook my food or do anything like that at first. And so then I was trying to figure out, how am I going to cook my food? I ended up reaching out to Carrie, she was actually competing there, and she helped me a lot because she lives over there. So thank you, Carrie, so much. I was so grateful that I had people that were, familiar with that area that could help me around, and just like, I was freaking out actually. But I did bring a little bit of food with me. I normally don't bring food anywhere I go just because I don't have to. I bring my skillet and I cook. I've never had issues, but going there, everything was so much different. And since my outlet didn't work, I was just like, whatever. So I figured that out. Then I was able to cook my food and all of that. So I went to the grocery store, got food. And then after that, stress was good. I was holding a lot of water and I didn't realize why, and my weight was really high. So then when Cash got there, he was looking at me and he's like, man, you're like really inflamed, like holding a lot of water. And I was like, well, I've been really stressed out. Really nothing has gone my way. My electricity in my the hotel turned off like 3 times, and I had to keep calling them because I kept trying to use the outlets and they weren't working. So my electricity kept shutting off. So I was just like, oh my gosh, this is like annoying. Can something just go right? So then just thought it was stress, Well, a day before the show, I ended up starting my period. So I was like, oh my gosh, you have to be kidding me, because I was supposed to start. It was like 8 days late. I was supposed to start the week prior. I had went through all the symptoms. I had had all the bloating, all the cramps, all the stuff, and never actually bled. So then I was like, okay, well, it's done, because the bloating started to subside. The water retention came off. I had my best and lowest weight on Monday, which was the day before I left. So I was like, oh, we're good. Like we're looking the best that we've looked. We were like 1.5 pounds down from Ohio stage weight. I was like, we're going to come in a little bit sharper so that way we can really max out fullness. And I think that when I traveled, just all the stress and anxiety, I think that just triggered my hormones, and I just started to bleed and I started to have a period. So that was why I think my hormones were just really heightened and I couldn't get the water off. So obviously Cash had to really pull back food in order for me to just start to get some water retention down. And doing so, I was not able to push as much food going into the show. So that was really, really hard for me, just because my body needs that. Like I have to be able to maximize my fullness on stage to look my best. And I think that that was something that was obviously, you could see that on stage. So I didn't feel my best. Obviously, I knew that I wasn't able to peak my absolute best with how my body was looking and responding. So I was really in my head on show day, actually, just because I could feel it. Like I felt so much flatter than I felt at Ohio. So it definitely was something that I was like, okay, like just stay out of your head. Like you've worked really hard. You're here. Whatever happens, happens. Like it's fine. Like I was just really trying to keep like that stress low. So I'm really freaking proud that we ended up with this win. Oh my gosh, because that week was so stressful, and to get my period and to have all those things and not be able to peak and put on my best performance, knowing like I was really in my head and stuff on show day, and like knowing that that really wasn't my best. It was hard because I felt like it was my best before I left to go there. And then once I got there and all that stuff started happening, I was just like, okay, like you can only do so much. So I was just doing my best to just like control my mind. But we came out with a win. I couldn't be more thankful for that. And honestly, like I was just, a huge relief just came over me when that happened. So we are good. We obviously same feedback, if you've watched Tyler's stuff, he just said, I wasn't as full as I could have been. Ohio was better. I definitely was flat. And obviously we knew that. So only so much you can do. And we were just really happy with getting through that week, to be honest. We just wanted to get through that week. We did. We came out with a win. I couldn't be more thankful. And now the next stop is Olympia. That's it. So we're focusing on Olympia. We need to grow. And that's what we're doing. That's our focus right now. So currently starting my reverse and going to be getting ready for just preparing for the Olympia. And I have a lot of travel stuff going on that's going to be coming up these next couple weeks. And of course, like my client shows and stuff like that. So that's it. That's all we're doing right now. But we are going to take you on a glutes workout today. I have glutes and legs today. So I will be training my glutes and my legs 3 times a week. And we will see how much growth we can get from now until the Olympia. But we'll go get this workout in. I already ate my pre-workout meal. My meals are back to normal since being home. All of that. I did post an update on my Instagram just showing my stats and stuff. So we will get to the gym and get this workout in, but I just wanted to give you guys an update and say thank you so much for all the support coming into the show, and then obviously all the support through social media and everything like that. It truly means so much to me. So I just had to say thank you guys so much for all of the love and support. I love you guys so much, and I'm excited to take you on this next journey to the Olympia, but we will get to this workout and I will see you guys at the gym.
She my Birkin with Chanel 444 test on the arm. While she scrolling through my phone. Ice, ice, like the snow. AP on my left wrist now. Remember days when we were short. Now my Benz a 4x4. Big bands overseas. No protection leak. Don't ask what I need. They very careful what you breathe. Come around, don't do too much. I know bitch got told me talk. Lifestyle, bittersweet. With me, my buddies been different. Bright light, shining. Then some things don't change. Eyes on, right now. This don't feel the same. Demons in the detail. I pray now I'm safe. In this life when the money come down. In this life when the women don't stay. Me in the morning service. 2 phones need no service. And it looks so picture perfect. But times like this not certain. In the tall grass, them was lurking. When the snakes come through, I'm nervous. When they go long, don't hate me. Neck on ice, I'm skating. Yeah, she fucking on me. It's all I need. And talking to me. It's all I need. My VVS beaming. If calling me. And it's turning, I'm bleeding. Come kiss and tell. She my Birkin with Chanel 444 test on the arm. While she scrolling through my phone. Ice, ice, like the snow. AP on my left wrist now. Remember days when we were short. Now my Benz a 4x4. Big bands overseas. No protection leak. Don't ask what I need. They very careful what you breathe. Come around, don't do too much. I know bitch got told me talk. Lifestyle, bittersweet. With me, my buddies been different. She my Birkin with Chanel 444 text on the arm. While she scrolling through my phone. Ice, ice, like the snow. AP on my left wrist now. Remember days when we were short. Now my Benz a 4x4. Big bands overseas. No protection me. That's what I need. They very careful what you wish. Don't do too much. I know bitch got told me talk. Lifestyle, bittersweet. Me and my buddies been different. Come kiss and tell. She my Birkin with Chanel 444 test on the arm. While she scrolling through my phone. Ice, ice, like the snow. AP on my left wrist now. Remember days when we were short. Now my Benz a 4x4. Big bands overseas. No protection leak. Don't ask what I need. They very careful what you breathe. Come around, don't do too much. I know bitch got told me talk. Lifestyle, bittersweet. With me, my buddies been different. Bright light, shining. Then some things don't change. Eyes on, right now. This don't feel the same. Demons in the detail. I pray now I'm safe. In this life when the money come down. In this life when the women don't stay. Me in the morning service. 2 phones need no service. And it looks so picture perfect. But times like this not certain. In the tall grass, them was lurking. When the snakes come through, I'm nervous. When they go long, don't hate me. Neck on ice, I'm skating. Yeah, she fucking on me. It's all I need. And talking to me. It's all I need.
Fuck. run a little bit more. Hello, my love.
How's it going?
Good. Are you having... Huh?
Why are you so short?
My normal height?
Yeah.
Because I took my shoes off.
Oh.
Was so mentally ready for this workout, and now I'm thinking I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the end. All right, guys, we are back home. That workout was so good. I just ate my pre-workout meal or my post-workout meal, and I'm so full. But body's still really like regulating, honestly, to being back to 100%. So this week with my training, obviously it's been good. Like I feel really good, but I know my strength is still getting back to normal, like where it was. So that's going to take just a little bit of time. And then obviously just making sure that I'm fueling my body with the proper nutrients since, I was off diet for, I think it was like 7 days or something. So now just letting my body get all those nutrients back in, start flowing correctly and all that. So workouts and stuff are going to be a little bit harder this week. But overall, I feel really good, and I'm really happy with how check-ins went this morning. And really, I had just 3 days of data. So whenever I did my check-ins, Cash just basically went off the data. I just checked my weight every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then today, this morning, Thursday, when I did my check-ins, and just kind of gave him that data with the macros that I was hitting. So we set my macros to 350 carbs, 60 fat, and 140 protein. So that's going to be where we're going to sit. And then we'll see what that looks like after a full week of being on that. And then we can make adjustments, if we need to, or we'll just stay there. But I love where like my physique is sitting after like everything, like I took my check-ins today and I was like pleasantly surprised just to see how my body composition was looking. And, obviously I have some bloating and things like that, but that should go away over the next week. And with my sleep schedule and stuff, my sleep schedule's been weird. Just trying to navigate like how to get my sleep schedule back, because I'm going to bed at my normal time, but I'm waking up super early. Like my body just wants to get up. So I'm not sleeping my full amount. So that's been a little hard trying to adjust back to that, but that should be solid within the next like couple days. But yeah, I mean, overall, everything has been feeling really good, and I'm just excited to be back home, honestly. I miss my training and Chris and my friends and my puppies and all of that. So it's been really nice to be back home and just back in a routine. But yeah, that's it. We had a really good workout. Right now, everything is basically staying the same for like what we had planned. Like there's nothing that we really need to adjust with like my protocols or anything like that. We just have to make sure that we're really diligent on the training, the lower body, and just pushing as much as we can and trying to get that strength back up. And that's going to be our goal until we get into the like prep for the Olympia and see what we can do until then. But thank you for following me along today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will be back soon. We're going to be pumping out a couple videos and stuff this month. So I will bring you along with kind of like my off-season stuff and what's been going on. I really want to do a video of like what I eat in my off-season. So that will be coming soon, because it's definitely different. And during prep, I'm very basic. I'm very boring. I don't really have like a lot of options. So that'll be fun to be able to dive into like my off-season meals. But that's it for today. And I hope you enjoyed the workout, and I will see you guys next week.